When you've been in places like private crypto groups, especially signal trading ones, you'll likely most to run into people within the group that say stuff like this. I only trade Bitcoin and Ethereum, everything else is just gambling. And they actually make sense at some point. Like, pretty much anyone with a computer can create his own version of cryptocurrency, not to mention there are one claim to be created a meme coin with the help of only ChatGPT, named T for the first character word. I don't want to name it, mainly because not here to promote speculation. Anyway, why do the old Gangster, OG for short, of the crypto enthusiasts prefer them over other coins? Like, they've been in the game for at least 6 years. These are the diehards who've lived through the crypto wars, the regulatory crackdowns, and the endless parade of revolutionary projects that fizzled out. When you corner with one of them, they'll probably say something like, "Kid, I have seen it all. ICOs that vanished overnight, tokens that were just pumps and dumps. At the end of the day, only BTC and ETH are reliability, rest are dust." Maybe mostly because of the experiences that had in the past? Like they've watched thousands of altcoins come and go, and to them, what survives are the ones with genuine innovation and staying power. But if we take a look on a macro perspective, it does make sense at some point. Consider that on Bitcoin. Over the past 15 years, when everyone talks about cryptocurrency, what they first mention, even for those who are T on this field, will automatically goes with Bitcoin, Bitcoin, and Bitcoin, and then it dives down onto its features, like scarcity, or use cases of hedge against inflation, which, if we ignore the controversial behind if this is true or not, there are companies holding Bitcoin in their treasury. At some point, proven, Bitcoin's adoption had expanded a lot since, as well as the solid security powered by proof of work, there weren't any security breach cases before, SegWit. That's not. Now we understand why these OG are diehards for Bitcoin, but what about Ethereum? Ethereum is actually a pretty solid one. If we think about it, crypto actually started as something isolated. Jim built this, Tim built that, Kim built this. Imagine there were all isolated blocks. There's no connection in between. Everyone just minded on their own business, but something called the ETH showed up. On Ethereum itself, of course, it isn't something amusing to talk about, but when we talk about the layer 2 and onwards, that brought life to Ethereum, you can picture that like Ethereum is a tree, and slowly, these roots rooted to the ground deeper and deeper, which these roots are the layers of blockchains built for Ethereum, the tree. Holding all long on orders for Ethereum do make sense, to think there aren't any other network that has a strong foundation as Ethereum does. Maybe Solana? No, we'll just stay back to the topic. Ethereum is strong and not easily collapse, cause that's what I heard when I joined 2 Telegram private groups, where I saw those OG talks about. And do you now understand the reason behind why these OG prefer Bitcoin and Ethereum more over other random coins?